happens to be a Tamiya. It's a Tamiya on-road racing truck, semi-truck. It's a 14th scale for a semi-truck. Typically, it's made out of a 10th scale TT-01 electric chassis. It's four-wheel drive. This fun thing comes with a Hobby Wings 1060 brushed ESC. It comes with the motor. It doesn't come with electronics. I mean, it doesn't come with a servo, which I have. And that's just a 270 degree, which is fine. I can do adjustments. And right now, all I have for radio is a 10-channel stick. That computer one I'm using to power that one. So I got a receiver. I already had one. I was going to bind it to that. Make that happen. Let's see what else. But yeah, so that one, that dump truck's almost done. I'll probably get it finished up tonight. It's almost finished. I'll be making some videos on that. This bad boy just came in today. I ordered it. It was part of my birthday present. So I've been wanting a one of these semi-truck. I wanted one of these racing semi-trucks. I figured, what the hell. So I got one. Comes with a few things. Obviously, I'm going to run it off of a 3S battery. I've got some paint for the body. Go ahead and just take it out of the... Just show you some bits and pieces. It is a kit. So it has to be built just like that. And I like the kits. They're fun. This is by far, that dump truck took me the longest, but I did take my time, and I've changed a few things, modified a few things, like the wheels are not the same as stock. There's a few differences, and I added everything that could be added to it. Changed a few things, modify the interior so you can see the steering wheel and the dash, because when you add the multi-function control units, you apparently aren't supposed to have the dash even, but I put the dash, and technically you're supposed to black out the windows so you can't see in, so I did some changes. It works. And it works great. I feel like the electric actuator could be a little faster if I'm moving that up and down, but it's designed to handle 30 pounds, which in reality would rather be faster and handle half the weight, but whatever. All right, let's get this unboxed real quick. I just opened up. Just trying to make sure my camera stays within physical viewpoint, right? Try not to make a... I keep this. Looks like you can peel it up. This actually feels like, well, it's a sticker. What's that word? Yeah, looks like it was a little, because my guess is they built, well, the thing is they have 3 of these, and they have 3 different versions of bodies, so they just have slap a different sticker, so this one comes with that body, this comes with that body. So it's the same box, just a different, they just slap the stickers on for the different bodies. That makes sense. All right, plastic is off. Get that out of the way for now. All right, let's get you opened up. Right now I'm using my GoPro Hero 8 camera attached to my head. It makes it easier when being able to use both my hands. And I'm kind of glancing over at my phone because it's monitoring what I'm doing. All right, so we have a speed controller. Very nice. It is a Hobby Wings 1060, 60 amp, brushed. I will be changing that out to one that fits the battery I have in my 3S. Not bad. I'm glad. I mean, typically these things came with the cheaper Tamiya ones, which were problematic. The fact that it came with the Hobby Wings, I'm happy about that because I use Hobby Wings a lot. So this is definitely a bonus in my opinion. Very nice. Brushed, of course. The motor's in there. What's the tuning? I'm kind of. My thing is, how many turns does this sucker have? Is it 20 turns? 10 turns? 35 turns? Does it say? It says made in China. I mean, I have an actual Tamiya made in Japan 35 turn motor that came with that. My problem is I want this to be a bit faster, and 35 turn motor will probably make it kind of slow. Though I do have I think a 12 turn motor from a different company, which might work better. Maybe some of the manual instructions just says how many turns it says, because if it's just a basic 35 turn motor, then I'm gonna switch it over to the higher end one that came with that kit. It came with a nice 35 turn motor, like a nice tuned one, but I switched it to a 55 turn Tekken brushed motor. They're better motors. The one that was slower is more powerful. The one that I do have a higher end motor, I'll show you right here. I think it's, no. There it is. This one came with it. So this one came with the dump truck kit. trying to show it to you guys, but it's gonna get a little difficult. Okay, there it is. Basically in front of my face. So this one came with that. It's a nice 35 turn mighty motor. Thing is, this is probably not a 35 turn motor. It's probably a bit higher up there. But I do have a 12 turn, but it's kind of big. Yeah, that's a 550. That's a 550. This is a 540, so that won't work. Because honestly, it kind of looks just. Yeah, this one's just torque tuned. Well, I'm gonna look up and see what the turn radius is on that. Because if it ends up being just a 35 turn motor, then I'm just going to put this in it, because this is all I have at the moment until I can find something faster. Because I am planning on upgrading the ESC to... Well, the thing is, right now, I am planning on running everything brushed, and if this is the better motor, or this is a faster motor, whichever one's a little bit faster will be the one I use. For now, eventually I'm going to switch over to a Hobby Wings Max 10 brushed, a brushless Gen 2... ESC and motor, so it's much faster. It's like 4,000 to 4,100 kilovolt brushless censored motor and ESC versus the brush stuff, which is a lot slower for this. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure what the turns are for this yet, but we'll find out. It's basically the parts bag. Wow, it comes with a lot of plastic bearings and some brass bearings, but I went and I bought the full ball bearing kit here. It replaces all those with ball bearings versus plastic bearings and brass, so it'll be a bit more reliable and smoother running, right? Here's the body. It's got to be painted. Well, first you gotta wash it, paint it, cut. Well, I guess cut it out first, then wash it, then paint it, and put pieces together because it's in different pieces. Yes, interesting. Okay, that's it. On the other part of the body, so this one. Few different parts of the body. They all got to be cut out, washed, and painted, and then assembled. Very nice. Whole bunch of parts. Some tires. Oh, they're a bit supple. Got some supple tires versus the really rough ones. Some wheels. Yeah, they do look a bit smaller. I was thinking about running. Yeah, they are smaller. I was actually thinking about running these on the back, but you can tell that's a big difference, and that's not going to work very well. Well, I'll be running this stuff. Like I said, it's a kit that's meant to be upgraded and modified over time and make it better and better and better. Some foam bits for the bumper. More plastics, most of which never even need to see a coat of paint. Just assemble and run. Cool. So a lot of this stuff is not designed, these are plastic cups, they're not designed for a lot of power, so. Though running a Max 10 4,000 kilovolt motor is not going to be overpowering it just makes it very fast, so. That's the chassis. Instructions. For the chassis, this was originally 10th scale, but they used it for these, calling it a 14th scale. Some other instructions, probably some assembly stuff for the body and whatnot, and parts. That's what I recommend for radio equipment and whatnot. Right now I'm going to be using a 10-channel stick radio because that's what I have. I will be changing over to a tube radio the moment I can get one. That's all the decals. Looks like some stuff to help with masking. Very nice. And that's about it. A little paperwork. There you go. That's about everything. Well, it is everything. I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. It makes it a little easier. Gonna put that stuff on the bottom again. I will be pulling this out and working on it soon, but I want to finish the other kit first before I start another one up. It's kind of where I like to go with things. Nice, there comes a decent ESC. I like that. You got the bearings for it. Maybe we'll use this. We'll see. Put back in there. This might be too much. It's a 270 degree, but with that 10 channel, I can adjust what the endpoints are, so it's not going to just be straining stuff. So that's fine, and I get to use this. Until then, some tires. Got the bodies. I'll probably end up messing with the bodies tonight, painting, trimming, cleaning, painting, go from there. And of course, I can put the lid back on top. That's okay. Give me a second. Well, there you go. That's what's up going on. Got a nice new toy to play with and build. we should be finishing up on, I should be finishing up on that dump truck tonight, and I'll be making some videos and posting, and there you go. All right, very cool stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you soon.